Right, so Alex, introduce yourself, bro.
So my name's Alex. How we met is I was on Instagram and I came across a reel and I thought, yo, I swear I know this guy from somewhere. So I thought I'd take the risk, reach out to him, and it turns out he does content, the same thing that I do. So obviously I've messaged him, say keep up the good work, and I'm pretty sure I know you from somewhere. Cut a long story short, we see each other in the gym the next day, we talk, we connect. Ever since that day, it's changed the game completely. We are now working together to build a community. We go on morning runs, we do gym sessions, and we're just building and just putting in the work. You've got to take a risk, because if you don't take a risk because you're scared, then the opportunities, they're just gonna go. So don't be scared to reach out to people. Don't be embarrassed. Take the risk, because what's the worst thing gonna happen? Nothing. You're just back at your normal situation.
Obviously, I've been on this self-improvement journey for a long time, but it gets lonely. I'm sure a lot of you who are on self-improvement journeys, maybe you've had to cut certain influences off, cut certain friends off, and it can get lonely. It feels like, kind of like, when is this gonna end? When am I going to grow enough to become the person where I attract the people that I want to attract? And I heard something the other day, which was, when you are on this self-improvement journey, when you grow, you cut off the old friends, but you haven't improved yourself enough to find your new set of people. You haven't improved yourself enough to find your new group. And there can be this kind of dark, lonely phase for, say, 3 months where you're improving yourself, you've outgrown the old friends, but you haven't grown enough to find the new friends. And I feel like that's what we found here.
So yeah, you gotta understand when you first start this journey that for a long time you're gonna be lonely. But in that period of time, you are growing.
Yeah,
and
that's where the growth happens,
yeah,
literally.
It is, yeah. So you have to operate on a high frequency. You have to operate so you can attract like-minded people. Eventually, when you start this journey, it's going to be lonely. People aren't going to see your vision. Your close friends, your close family are going to tell you to wake up to reality. They're going to tell you to be realistic. But it's your vision for a reason, and only you can see that vision, no matter if it's close friends or close family. You are the only one that's been blessed with that vision. So just put in the work and just let the actions speak.
When I first started quitting my job, putting content out on YouTube for you guys, no one saw the vision. Even parents thought, why are you quitting your job? But I could see it. I could see what I wanted to build. And like Alex was mentioning, we're going to build a community where you're around brothers who are on the same journey. I know it can get lonely. I know it can get tiring. But when you're around people who operate on the same frequency, the same vibration as you, it's so much easier to motivate yourself. Even in the mornings, we've been going on runs. It's not easy getting out of bed at 5:50 a.m. every day. But when you have someone holding you accountable, and when you have someone who's messaging you, saying, come on bro, we need to get to the gym, we need to get on a run, we need to make the most of today, that makes it so much easier just to have that friend who holds you accountable, who has the same morals, the same values as you. I think that's all I really wanted to cover in this YouTube video today. I think it's day maybe 150 of making a YouTube video every single day for 365 days. You guys have seen the growth, you've seen the journey. We're going to put this community together over the next 1, maybe 2 months. We don't want to rush it out. We want to make sure it's valuable. We want to make sure that we're putting as many of our life lessons in as we possibly can. So on that note, is there any last things to say, bro?
Always remember, seek discomfort.
You heard it here.